Hello, this is FG back with you for Anbennar. Picking up back up with the Hill Knoll campaign. I went ahead and played a few years. I didn't want to fight that coalition war, so I elected to not, I guess. Let's see. Is there anyone whose debt I could pay off? Istra War. Yeah, that makes sense. Right. And nope, close that, close that. Go where his heart wishes. Yep, I'll take that. Yep, do that. And then where is that army? Right here. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we are annexing Celian, mostly just to get rid of the vassals. Alright. There we are. Restoration of Avdaltungir. Hurrah! Alright. Alright, Marold, let me influence you, and then... Nope. Yeah, take that, and gift. Right. Gnomish Genius. Yeah, give him a token reward. It's not exactly what I would consider a token reward, but... Let me go ahead and upgrade these. Polish refugees, okay. Yeah, measuring the world, you don't need to do that. I have 0 inflation, which in real life isn't a good thing, but in the game it is. Alright. Yep. This could be Ford. You have a unique name? Yes, we do. Alrighty. So, Eureka. And, yep, on the Artificers. Scrapper Claws. Or Commercial Sky Galleons. Commercial Sky Galleons is better. Man, that's just so much goddamn money. Where are our ships? These are sitting there. These need to go do that. Right. Also, I want to... Okay. This... This... Give me the admin, why not? Yep. Ramparts here. Ramparts here. Fort here. Here. Fort. Alright, include subjects. Minority disperses. Yeah, I know I have too many. Marled. Marled would make a good ally. I can get them out of the coalition. Actually, it's probably better for me just to deal with the coalition myself, rather than trying to rely on the game to do it. Right. Arboron, okay. Improve relations. Lucian, I can get Lucian out, that's not an issue. It's nation. Economy actions. Call, send gift. Alright, that should knock them out of the coalition. Yep. And I won't ever be able to get Coven Blade out. If I can just knock one more nation out of it, that would be great. Right, let me take on... shit. And then ramparts. Fort here. Ramparts. Fort. Alrighty. Yeah, I'll ally with them. Yes. Improve relations here. I really just want to get... If I can just get Lorent out of it, that would be good. And Coven Blade is defending them because Coven Blade is Defender of the Faith. I don't think I can influence them, but I can give them enough money and favors. Be possible. Get rid of neutral attitude with time. Alright, that does break the coalition, which is good. Relation. Give subsidies. Livestock. Where's livestock being produced? How's that whole... Yeah. I'm only getting richer. Call to arms. And Destined Guilds demand ogre integration. Alright. Where are those ogres? Here. Alright. Cancels the subsidies. And I will send them an insult. They don't want to change their opinion of me. Oh, alright. Yep. Come on, we're buddies. Remember the good old days? All refugees from the Phoenix Empire, Dame's Crown, Wax, Silver Forge, Magisterium. Alright. Alright, Gisdon. Marled. The integration, hurrah! Okay, commercial sky galleons. Yeah, spark drive rifles, and then we want to go, and nope, not that. Box of holding, spell in a box, sending stones, view catcher. I don't know why that's considered military, but I guess it is. Right, that can go. And before we do anything, we want to get that. Get our armies in place. We only have... These guys need another 5. Maybe we can get up to 30. Let's go with Flare War 4, Sorn Cell. Where is my big boy fleet? Right here. Right here, 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 here. That. And then... Where's my big boy fleet? Right here. I really don't want to take too much. I genuinely just want to take that. These guys can leave and march that way. Right. And not at war with Arnon, we're at war with Tellum. Ooh, these guys need to get upgraded anyways. This fleet, raid that, and they can come this way and get upgraded and protect trade in the Divinal Gate. Alright, so we captured a bunch of galleys. This fleet now needs to just sit in port for a little bit. Alright, so that's all of those fleets being repaired. This fleet can... that, and then they need to protect trade in Dostanek. All those goods deal with Bahar. Okay, that's a little bit interesting. I will go ahead and build. Let me make sure I don't have any sort of galleon, no significant amount of galleons places where galleons shouldn't be, so we're just gonna do this. A couple of those. Alright. Now, we are going to all come this way. The fleet needs to come that way. province is this? Alright. This way, 33% force limit should mean that, yep, I doing well. And I can now build another army, just like that. Where's my statesman? Right now we will simply take a trader. Alright. Alright. That should hurt Lorent's ability to continue fighting this war. Political absolutism is great. Yep. Alrighty. How is the Laurent feeling right now? Not great. Oh, there goes an army. Problem with Laurent. Yeah, it's that they're allied. Okay. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. Yeah, these guys can go sit down here. That. 30. Alright. Lex should want to leave this. They don't. Laurent doesn't either. Vern does not. Tellum does not. Cold Market does not. Alright. Napes Bay has been sieged. And I'm gonna march here. Yep, I can get that. And what I want is just these two provinces, and then all the alliance with Laurent. Is that enough to get them? Nope, it is not. I am going to go attack this then. Is that enough? No, Lex does not want out for some goddamn reason. Lex. Am I really gonna have to siege their capital down? Right. These guys can come here. Alright. Two armies of Laurent that have been wiped out. Wex. Just get rid of that alliance. Alright. Additionally, I don't care about that. Cold market, no. Right. Now we can take the Wyvern trade route. For many years now, trade passing through the Divinal has been decided by who controls the Isle of Tef, with the island dividing the eastern and western part of the sea neatly in two. As the rulers of Tef, the human kingdoms of Eberthale grew rich and powerful from Divinal trade, and under Eberthale dominion did the tribes of the Canucks suffer. But today Eberthale is no more, and Tef is ours. Every day, new ships land in Port Xanzerbexis, bearing Keteratan grain, Bahari glass, Bawari silk, and Ascani iron. Every day, merchant ships pay the Igrok's toll to sail through the Busalari Strait to the Dame's Head and beyond. While it is tempting to say that they chose this because there is no alternative, the truth is that since we established hegemony over Busanor, the new Wyvern trade route is faster, safer, and cheaper than it ever was under the squabbling humans of Busalar, Eberthale, and Vern. Igrok's Rock has brought peace, and peace has brought us wealth. So let us reflect on this for a moment. And once we are done, let us draw up plans to expand our trade across the borders towards the Dame's Head itself. Surely the Asmeri will rejoice when they learn that Igrok's plans to bring Nullish peace closer to their door. Alright. Istralor. Alright. Access actions, ask for military access. Move here. Alright, this is one of my good armies. Combat width is 36. That's 38. 38. Get up to 40. Alright, and all of my trade fleets are trade fleeting. Yep. Alright. Can now get the Scattershot Flace Blasters. Which is good. And we need another general. And these guys need to drill as well. I am going to go up to, where is it? 38. And it's 40, 38, and then 30. Yep. Nah, I'm good. Alright. Let me go see if I can't. I can't. And these guys need to go here. $30, $30, yep. 38, 32. 32. Eight. Yes, these guys as well. I'm gonna just sit right there. No inflation. Shoot. And buildings. Yep. That. That. Yeah. There we are. Why not? Spark drive rifles. Huzzah! And the artificers. We will go with scrapper claws this time. Alright. Look at them with their little hats. So cute. Alright. Nepotism. $13K. Hey, buddy. No, I'd have to improve opinions. Know what to do with all this goddamn money. Yeah. Anglebury. Keep Anglebury, but provinces. Yes, Gisden. I need to continue just building up a spy network. So I'm going to be going to war with them again soon. Yeah. Get another 5. Alright. There we are. That's the big one. That made zero impact on the amount of money I have. I can do that back. And we will go with counterintelligence, Dwarven refugees, Coven Blade. Did you just lose a war? I think they might have just lost a war. So much money. No, let's make my nation the most well-educated. Not like I have anything else to do with the cash. Not even 1700 yet. Really, what are we looking like? Ooh, a whole bunch of dustmen. Banbury made it over. Or, no? No? All of these are just... Bjarmrick? How's Bjarmrick doing itself? Coven Blade is #1 GP, but not actually. That is spooky. Standardized uniforms. Let's go with spark drive rifles. Okay. Let's build another artificer army. Right. Get right here. And these guys can all move right here as well. Four. Come on. Quit dying. I need them alive. I guess I could declare war on RNN. Who are they allied to? Nobody. Economy actions, cancel trade steering. Really? Vampires? Shit. Do I have better CBs yet? I do. Alright, and I'm going to declare war. I do want an army actually to go deal with Hacienda. And who else are they allied with? Algier and Luciand. This army can go that way. Right. We're gonna declare on Gizden within. Really? Did they re-ally Laurent already? Or is Laurent just the protector? Alright. Trapper Claws. Gnolls are traditionally scavengers and get much of their metal supply by breaking down the old and unused metalworks. Alright. So that is one of the Wandlocks. So that is one of the two unique, was I thinking? Two unique cultural inventions for Gnollish cultured nations. There's another invention that I know Gnolls have, and I'm not sure whether it's a actual, like, cultural invention or religious invention. It might actually be religious, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, Alright. Big naval battle. Could have gone better. we will actually go sit on the capital of Sugamber. Alright, these guys need to retreat. Sack. Yep. We're gonna have to just bombard these forts. Okay. Scrapper claws. Alright. Avatar Super Soldier Serum. Exceptional year. Tax modifier over time. Northern League just got fucked up. I gotta go deal with that. Right now, it is time to declare war on Sugamber. Come on, Israel, our buddy. Can't just be doing stupid shit. And you know what? Ships can go park. These guys can go park as well. And these guys can just vibe right here. Now I'm going to sit right there just to protect them. And yep, he goes here, he goes here, he goes here, there, and there. It's now our top priority. This needs to be bombarded. Actions. Yeah. and Nurchester. Get on in here, buddy. It's the first time we fought a war together. Happy to have you. There. Alright. Now, I am going to take this army, and this should be a victory for me. Unless they reinforce, in which course it will not. Yeah. Alright. Sack. Alright. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a defensive edict up right there. And Istralor is going to be fighting that alone, because I don't want to pointlessly throw the lives of my soldiers away. I also just need to recuperate a little bit, even. Right, I'm going to keep them over there. So this is... We are going to outnumber them. This guy is the best general. Actually, I'm going to put him on, because that's the best fire. Alright. Now, Tartakar is helping us out. Alright. So, Army 1 in. Army 2 immediately in. Right, I didn't lose anything. I don't gain anything. Objective achieved. Can't undestroy your fleet. Alright. So this time I am gonna... something like this. AE-wise, this is a little bit bad. It's okay. Yeah, history of trade. I don't know, I usually forget to pick that one up just because the color's a little bit weird. Alright, so this campaign is, you know, clearly marching towards its end. So I don't really know what to talk about. Siege of Napes Bay is over. This place should also probably get an actual, like, fort. Just for the future. Merchant. What do I do with a merchant? Transfer trade power, I suppose. I spent nearly 2 years sieging that down. Alright, how many Mendezaloran I actually have? A lot. So we are going to begin the march over to Lorent. Here, 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 and I'm going to send 2 more armies. This army is just always going to perpetually be staying up in Dame's Crown. So now our top priority. Right. Do that. And Laurent, I need to put a spy network on you. These guys go sit right there. Alright. Yeah, they have no men left. They have no men left. This is something I'm interested in, though. This is also something I'm interested in. Alright. This army. Actually, no, this is an army that I can bring over. Did they not retreat? Please. Okay, good. That wasn't one of my artificer armies. I don't care quite as much. Right. Orcs and gnolls side by side. I'll just take that then. Alright. That and that. Core it up. And all of my armies need to come this way. Trail of destruction. It's fine. Right. One of these armies. Continue to just core that stuff up. And these guys need to protect trade in Everthil. These guys need to get upgraded and protect trade in Gostanek. Where's my other trade fleets? These guys need to go protect trade in the Divinal Gate. And other trade fleet. Actually, my flagship's right here, so that needs to come out. And right here. Currently, we are collecting about 1,000 ducats. Protect trade in. Let's go with the Mother Sorrow and see how much we can actually pull out of that. Oh, Avatar Super Soldier Serum. No, what am I... What? The two-decker needs to come out and be moved over to this fleet. Right here. Move right here. And... these guys can go... Tech trade in Divinal Gate. Military tech cost. Trade in R. Right. Nope. Alright. Is there anyone whose debt I could take over? Istragor obviously is getting themselves in financial ruin. The Northern League. You know. Alazar, why not? I need to start relations, improve relations. I need to annex them. Who's Wex allied to? Bunch of people. We go to war with these two. Orphan refugees, good. Not, well, it's not good that they're refugees. It's good that we are taking care of them. Enlightenment. We should be getting it. Mr. War. What? Is it like... I don't get it. Trade in Har. Alright. City, we're good. And let's just do that so I can have manpower forever. Let's go with imperialism. This time, my beautiful fleet is just waiting for them. Where did the Enlightenment spawn? Bavaria. Right. Wait. Yeah, okay, I can't do that. Paying attention to the Navy and not actually fight. Eating Wex is not great. Right, Lex, we will call Nurchester in, use imperialism. Do this. That. No, don't do that. These ships need to go sit right here. And I will go ahead and call... What are you doing? Don't fuck do that. This is... I will call Istrilord to Arms. Oh, I am fighting Gisden as well. Or just flagship sunk. Right. Yeah, I'm going to do that and recover. Arlden. Yes, we have armies over here. And I would like to actually just piece Gisden out. I'll come back for them later. He goes here. Goes right there. And the two-decker can come here. Up with my big old massive fleet. Alright, Wex Keep is ours. do I... What happened? Oh, they lost. We will do regulations and rest. All right, Gisden, do not want out of the war yet. These guys can join them. Selective breeding. Eperthil is now coal, which is... oh boy. Yeah. Yep, do that. Flying shuttle. Get me out of that battle. Gisden. This, I'm just gonna go ahead and bombard. I'm gonna get a third army over here. Gisden. Yeah, it's not worth it. And let us move forward. No. Tell Gier, buddy. Old buddy, old friend, old pal. You're getting annexed. So that's one siege down. Okay, who else? Tell him. I actually do want to full annex Wex. Good riddance. Oh yeah, this is Tornair, right? Yeah, that's a fun campaign. Especially if you're fond of, I don't know, drugs and, well, not drugs, but wine and smuggling and stuff. And we'll take this. Will give us better ships. Get some 3-deckers. Rent. Nope. Tell him, however. Tell him I will annex. Yeah. Right. We now have a new ruler, which is great. We do something. And for everyone else, yeah, that's good. And all of these guys can march here, here. And we want to go ahead and come here, do that. And then we will start pouring everything. Alright. Fleets. They're fine, they're fine, they're fine. Ability. Tech trade in Everthil. These guys go here. You guys march here. That's fine. Distrolore, I'm gonna take on your debt. I can't anymore. Stations here and here. Alright, what funny things can I do to troll them? Influence these guys. Take that. Oh, someone over here rose up. Crazy. Royal Mortar. Yes. Military access for them. Alright, now let's go talk to Bahrain, and we want to influence them. And we can send them a gift. influence actions. We want to annex them. Okay, so Bahar, Eberthil, Divinalgate, Dostanek. Let's actually protect trade in this one. Doing the shadows, shit. This needs to be like, yeah. Alright. Our predictions regarding the Ismeri have been largely correct. Even as the Emperor rages against the baying Gnomish hordes from the east, the nations of Canor benefit from a burgeoning trade in the fruits of Kennak, Wyvern, copper, and iron. The last good in particular has seen a major surge in popularity, with the smiths of Hagenzad growing more skilled in metallurgy seemingly by the day. Every year the need for steel increases for cages, chains, weapons, the list goes on. For many years the idea of a metal shortage has been foreign in Igraxrock, with the Kennak range seemingly everlasting copper. But where the Kennak range is rich in copper, it is poor in iron. By contrast, the Wexels to the north are rich beyond measure, with the ancient castle of Bal Heel squatting on a veritable mountain of iron. For the sake of our economy and the economy of our Canorian trade partners, there's really only one thing that needs to be done. So let us tear down Bal Heel and put the Wexels to better use. I need 8 provinces with Wyvern Farms. Alright, that'll be done soon. And provinces with a kobold population. Okay, I can do that. Relations, actions, improve relations. Oh, yeah, I'll do this. Right. Do I have... yeah, trade steering. Okay, these guys can go protect trade in the Divinal Gate. Alright. Get another one. Another couple fleets. Enable tradition. No. Made one there. I'll build one right there. Alright. What do I need next? Finally, then integrate Indlebury. Age of Artificers. Who's been an allied to? Just Gisdom. Alright. I believe these two armies should be enough to deal with it. To be able to build... What does this make? Yeah, I'll be able to build a wyvern nest here too, if I so desire. Could also do this. Covert actions. Spy Wars. Alright, from Benin, just give me a couple. And I will go ahead and just development. To get that development down. Right, and from them, I want to go ahead and just fix these borders. Fixing these borders does not include taking those provinces. I've heard apparently in the new Stellaris DLC that came out, there's an AI empire that will literally just accuse you of committing border gore. And will demand that you, like, cede provinces just to fix the borders, which I think is funny. How many provinces does Vern actually have? I think just the one? And they are actually Ulan's worship. Nope, they are not. Okay. Let's link these guys up. Vern cannot have that many men. Okay, they might actually. Let's go check on that. Yeah, I'm not landing there. Although, actually, where'd that navy go? Yeah, it's just a heavy frigate navy. Sealgahan, Division on Gate. Fleet. Nope. Nope. Yes. Economy actions. They're another super rich nation. Right. And then... they're not gonna care about this. Give them your alliance. And fight famous brainiacs. With the Hogzod University complete, our entire nation is already beginning to feast on the fruits of their labors. While many such inventions and innovations are directed towards the growth of our industry, something extraordinary has occurred. Within Mexakinaxes, a new order of philosopher artisans has emerged. They call themselves the Zalgenlog, or bloodsmiths, and their specialty within the university has been a peculiar blend of metallurgy and biology. Their representatives, a near-bald, burnt-smelling gnoll, claims that the body is not really too different from a blade or suit of armor. When energy is induced through heat, in the case of metal, change becomes possible. The body is no different in principle, but obviously simple heat does not suffice in this process, obviously. The Zalzalog have requested that the Hillthrone procure... what is the word? Procure students to Hoggenzod University, representing the three races most renowned for their scientific acumen: the gnomes, renowned masters of artifice; the goblins, experts of improvisation; and the dragons, the kobolds of the Dragon's Coast for their devotion to biological alterations. Maybe a student exchange program is in order. Alright, I will actually do this, and let's do portable turrets. Alright, expanded gene clinics, our kobold minority has integrated seamlessly into Hoggenzod. It is really quite spectacular how simple this was. We sent out word that the kobolds were welcome in the Kinnack Range, and they just began to appear. Isolated burrows of kobold clans, Trivu, began to sprout up on the Hoggenzod periphery, little mountain shantytowns primarily focused on mining. Taxes were paid on time for the subjects we did not know we had. How did they even cross the border? Then the kobolds began to enroll in the Zollenlog, and their methods have proven largely compatible with our own. A number of their artificers, called Dragon Priests, speak with great enthusiasm of Grand Project, with Draconic Ascension as the end goal. They claim that we too can be dragons. Can we? Should we? Questions for the future, perhaps. In a more practical sense, the Dragon Priests have largely taken the lead in the biological faculty of the Hoggenzod University. Let us support this trend and add their knowledge to our own. Alright. And then we can get mutagenic vats. Gnomes have begun to arrive in ever greater numbers in Hoggenzod, and already their reputation for academic excellence is beginning to pervade the institution. Their latest breakthrough was presented to the Zolgenlog earlier today, and it promises to be nothing less than revolutionary. Supposedly, the combustive stone known as coal has greater potential as a power source than we previously believed. The energy it releases can be harnessed into an engine with nearly as much energy as Damesteer. As such, the Zollenog has requested access to the Isle of Tef, where coal is known to be plentiful. They promise a project that has the potential to change our society dramatically. Alright, and we will get coal in Everthil. We already have that. Alright. The Hogzadi Berserker Potion is one of the first major breakthroughs in the Zollenlog. It is widely known that consuming wyvern blood causes apoplectic rage. The issue, then, is that this rage puts an often fatal strain on the imbiter's body, rendering it largely useless for warfare. The Berserker Potion is a tincture with a number of active chemicals included to reduce the bodily strain and manage the high, so to speak. The result is a combat drug that gives the user a burst of aggression and energy, remaining within the system for up to 6 hours, rather than the other side effects of stroke and cardiac arrest the user will experience in intensifying fatigue when the drug has run its course, necessitating extended rest to recover. Since we plan to use the tincture with our shock troops, we do not predict the long-term health impacts to be of a major concern. Alright. So, we have unique inventions, the Wyvern Blood Tincture, which I will use, and we also have cultural, the Avatar Super Soldier Serum. Alright, Trade Company Boom. Yes. Yes. Goblin Ingenuity. 20. I can do that. Then, where else? Here, I'll just go ahead and throw down one of these. Right, you're good there. Reducing. Alright. You have enough provinces. Enhance representation. Reduce our access actions. Okay, good. Beating Vassal, Indlebury, Estrabor. Indlebury, annex them. Magistrates resigned. That is unfortunate. Actually, let's stop doing that for the moment. Now it's time to see how these guys fight. No, they certainly don't make it easy. We have base 40%, and then everything else. Oh, don't decrease goblin tolerance. Those are my friends. The blast furnaces. Investigate criminals. Right, we need. No. This one's good. Yep, 50 admin. Industrious is great. Carl, do you have any... Oh, no, we're fighting Marled. Overdev that. It's fine though. What other provinces is there? This one already has the university down. Is there an encouraged development edict down? Alrighty. One's good. This one... really want to dev that one up. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shit. Let's march this way. Yep. That one can go off. This one, I can get the encouraged development. And I will do this. Alright, we good. Now I just need 2 of these. Or actually, those are the only 2 I can do. Choo-choo. Encourage development. Goblin surrender. Yeah. I'll accept that. Alright, now time to develop this. I got provinces. Where? Where did I get provinces? Oh, from Ashiant. Cool. Obviously needs to go to Nurchestier. This needs to go to Nurchestier as well. Nurchestier. Alright. You know what? I think I'm good. I participated enough. Boom. Wait, how much control of the iron market? Country... economy... You need to be 15%. Right. What about Wyvern Farm locations? Alright. And they can come here. Uh, Portable turrets, good. Water. This one. Our investment. Alright, I'm piecing out of this war. Not these other missions. 12 Wyvern Farm provinces. Where else is a Wyvern Farm? Right there. Need this province. Right. Gates plants there. there any iron provinces I could acquire a lot of? Not really. Not a huge amount of iron even in the Empire. News, yep. Oh, this can get one. Makes 10. The princes of the empire are dead, and from their corpses prosperity blooms. Trade flows undisturbed across Canor and beyond, moving enough goods to support the creation of wyvern farms and processing centers almost anywhere the wyverns themselves would thrive. The presence of a wyvern farm is an economic boon for nearby residents, bringing industry and investment that transforms subsistence farmlands into modern communities overnight. This demonstrates the truth and morality of our ideals. Where we march, we cast down oppressors and bring wealth and freedom to the oppressed. Who could argue that spreading this dream to the world is not righteous? Alright, now, Wyvern Farm locations. I know some of these are super high development. Barrier. Let's do Errata and Phoenix Empire. Wyvern farm here. This can get a wyvern farm. Alright, I now have enough wyvern farms. Grand Artificer Barracks. Is done. I can't declare war on them. Iron, Arboron. No, not fighting them. Lucian. Doesn't leave me with much. That leaves me with Coven Blade. Which would be a slog. Nurchester. Economy actions. Send these guys like 5k. Yeah, I'll send them 6k, why not? Okay, surely they'll have to pay off their loans this time. Yes. They will. Empty. Puzzling. Annex them. A silver forge. Some interesting provinces you got there. That actually might get me the trading bonus. So what happened to my fighting fleet? This one, right? Yes, it is. Then we will have every fort in our country built up, fixed up into a nice big fortress. Alright. Can I... how many officers? Okay, yeah, I could get the artificer buff if I so desired. Right. This army just go sit in Athalier. It's gonna go sit in Corveld. Alright. Time to declare for Silver Forge. Arnen, Gibbert. Gibbert. And then call them into arms. Alright, and move. No. Do want to prevent them from doing anything, though. Let me actually just hit bombard on these provinces. Excellent. There's that little baby army. Gibbert has been sieged. Arnen, I will honestly get you out. I'll come back later. Gibbert, taking it. Finish up that province, or that state, I believe. Yeah. And I am going to Take all of these armies, and we are going to move this way. I believe I should be outnumbered, Loren. Maybe. We're gonna have a spearhead right here. They are going to all come this way. One goes here. Like 200,000 guys. So Forge Hall is over. I'm going to take another army and we're going to run them this way. Right. And no. That way. Fuck. That fleet got obliterated. Mr. War. Are they a great power? No. However, I want to give them... that. I will give them that. Just to ensure that they are happy to stay in this war and continue fighting. Because I don't necessarily need their help, but this is a very late game and I am extraordinarily lazy. So... just do it. Goblin infrastructure. The goblins of the Serpent Spine are some of the most prolific builders on Hulan. While by no means as talented as or interested in the architectural wonders of the dwarves, goblins instead use their vast numbers and complete indifference to safety precautions to excavate large swaths of caverns at breakneck speeds. Results are seldom aesthetically pleasing, or even safe for that matter, but it is undisputed that goblin undercities represent some of the densest urban sprawl in the world. It is no surprise then that the Zalazalog have already petitioned Ar-Nakad for resources to expand Hogzad. Once more, the goblin minorities wish to refurbish the city's mining infrastructure into laboratories, dormitories, and storage rooms for the university. The Zalazalog representatives posit that, with some architectural oversight, the results may even be something the average person could live in. We are cautiously optimistic. Every wyvern farm. Artificers in being. Alright. The Zalazalog have become ever more intertwined with the apparatus of state. Our armies march on provisions from Hogzad. Our weapons and armors and tools are largely designed in the Kennak range. In many ways, it is natural to promote this cooperation. Our Nakad has a plan for this. We will fully integrate the Zaganlog into our military, and the Wyvern farms will be expanded into training centers for our troops. Our artificer corps, largely operating out of the Kennak range, will henceforth be disseminated into the wider army and made responsible for training and optimizing our armed forces. This will serve the dual purpose of improving army quality and providing additional security for our wyvern farm. Alright. And thugs. Yeah, I won't be able to build them here. Wait, who? Where is the revolution? Mysterium. Build. Clear. I don't even know if racial focus kobolds. Yep, that's good. Tolerance, trolls, revoke the focus, kobolds, focus. No test subjects. Recently, the Gazlog have begun a series of extensive experiments, this time on our faculty. Where the prior direction was application of combat drugs, this new field of research is far more ambitious, using artifice to graft artificial limbs onto living bodies. The kobolds especially have proven highly motivated to alter their own bodies, and our Nullish artificers have been eager as well to partake in their work. The result was presented to our Nakad this morning, with the Zalgazlog representing an exoskeleton haphazardly fused onto their own body, and extending their tail with a far longer steel appendage. This appendage was flexible enough to act as a third hand, and while the process was supposedly both painful and gruesome, the representative promises that it will become less invasive as the method is developed further. Right. So with that, no. What am I doing here? Yes. Prehensile tail graphs. Alright. And we want to go with Arsenal of National Development and Armies of New Warfare. Alrighty. Yep. I don't even know if I have 200 provinces. I think I probably do at this point. market. Doing fine money-wise. It's a little bit upsetting, even. Alright, nope, you can stay. Else needs to go. Cancel. Casually, just like 250 over the force limit, roughly. Yep. Doesn't matter. Just that goddamn rich. Boy. This army can go right that way. That army can actually just head back. Derwig, you can get out. Don't care about you. Rent still wants to stay in. Right. Swim in half. Right here. Alright, we're good. Alright, we're gonna leave. Alright, Laurent. Good. I don't care anymore. Right, let me just check something. Iron. I am the production leader. Yep, that did exactly what I thought it would. Right. Unique artifice invention. Okay. You know, at this point, I am going to call this series here. It is very late at night. I stayed up far later than I was expecting. But I am perfectly capable, if I was to sit here, to develop all of these provinces and get the 40 barracks, and that would give me the, comedic level of Nullish, the Nulverns, and I will just simply read this. Flesh like iron may be shaped in the forge, a single clutch of wyvern eggs. That was all it took. Did anyone know then what it would become? What we would become? Perhaps not. If the Zalgazlog knew, they kept silent, and now there's no need for silence. After all, their promise is fulfilled. Every day, gnolls of all tribes make the pilgrimage from Port Xanzerbexis to Hogzod. Every day, gnolls petition the Zalgazlog for their favor, and every day the Zalgazlog put gnolls under their blades. They mold them, shape their flesh like hot metal, hammer their bones like steel into new shapes. Blend gnoll and artifice until it is hard to say where one ends and the other begins. The results are as varied as the stones of the Kinnack Range, but all are more than we were. Wyvern biology has been melded with that of our kin, gnolls with wings and scales that spit wyvern venom and boast great strength. This is a curious strength indeed. For where the strength of our nation was a strength in unity, and strength is almost wholly a strength of the self, a strength beyond throne, nation, or even pack. When Xanzerbexis, Queen of the Hill, united the 86 tribes of Kinnack, she did so to make us one people. What will she think of us now, with each and every gnoll so strong without their pack? Alright. I will at least get a couple of these places built up. Right, and that is not one. This is... do this. Alright. Well, as you can obviously tell, we have all of these. We would be getting even more wyvern farms. Yeah, I think we already have enough provinces now that we could build stuff over in Bahar. Because that is another... what, 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces. Right now we have 12, so yeah, that's 15. Development here, at least 60, that's, no problem. We'd get it eventually. So yeah, we're pretty much done. Let's go over our country real quick. Ideas, we don't actually have the most ideas. Admin efficiency wise, we don't even have the most admin efficiency. Because we are a bit over. They have the Chromium Throne. Overall score, we're actually number 1 because we played long enough. Score through the ages. Actually, didn't do too bad in the Age of Monsters. Age of Unraveling, we caught up a lot. Age of the Witch Kings is when we explode, and Age of Artificers, we're absolutely destroying. Religion. Corn Knight's number 1. We didn't really do too much with Corn Knight, but did expand a lot. Development-wise, we have a whole bunch of super high development provinces. Some from, well, 2 of them from Conquest. One of them's a hold, and another one's kind of a hold. And even just, a lot of provinces. Production, tax. Xanzerbexis obviously ruled for quite a long time. In this, we have another Xanzerbexis on the throne right now. That's very fitting. Great projects. Army quality, morale-wise, nothing special. Discipline-wise, pretty good. Siege ability, excellent. Professionalism, nothing special either. We have a pretty high force limit. A lot of cannons, too. Naval quality, pretty good. Ton of heavy ships. Army losses. We lost a lot. Mostly to attrition. Lost a lot of cannons. I lost a lot of ships too. Income comparison. Yeah, this is where it's very silly. Trade. I mean, even production is 800 ducats, which 832 ducats, which by itself rivals Coven Blade. And then, you know, trade on top of it, where it's funny. The only people even close, not even, it's not close, but second highest is the Northern League. Inflation, pretty low. We're mostly Regent Court. Culture-wise, Wexenard, Vernman, and Hillthorn Knoll. The Knolls make up a very small portion compared to everyone else. A lot of fjord trolls, which is funny. Yeah, tech, cost. 9,000 ducats on army maintenance. Total. That's funny. Advisor maintenance is only 4%. What is everything else going to? Fort maintenance, state maintenance, subsidies, because we're bankrolling everyone. Strategic goods. Yeah, we have tons of ivory, cloth, livestock. We're even getting the bonus for a whole bunch of these. We'd probably get paper of 2. Played longer. Class is good. Caravan power. Very good goods produced. Did I build any more furnaces? Curious about that. Yeah, that would give us an extra 10% goods produced, by the way. That's a global modifier, is the one you get for coal. Let's see, where's the trade goods? Where did I put that? Oh, right there. Yeah, we control 3 sources of coal with actually not really any of them being too close. I could grab one from Sornacost and, you know, even Moonmount. There is others with more goods produced. It's mostly down to furnaces and manufactories. Dima, Proviso. Yeah, everyone hates us. Alright. Let us go and do some observations. Here is supplies, collections, claim boss. Who's McClellan? Goblinoid Kingdom. try something. Great. Alright. Oh yeah, this is the crypto bro nation. I'm not, well, you know, scam nation, but goop. Yeah, these are all just stealing fencing goods. Scam con. Scam convention. Credit cards. Wolf of Wall Street. Goop. NFTs. And Megaverse. Interesting. Alright, other than that, let us take a look around. Coronite has won, which is partially my doing. Yeah, I mean, there's just a handful of Asmarian nations that are all... This is like the heartland. What even happened to the rebellion state? Are they still around? They are, but they lost Anbennar, which is their capital. I believe they have a mission tree. Yes, they do. It's pretty decent sized. Yeah. Alright. Let's look at other nations that are interesting. I deleted South Island here, that wouldn't have made too much of a difference. Triarchy is Soot Goblin, I believe. I guess the easiest way to check who formed them is... Yep. The Goblins formed them. Tirumoyne. Yes. Zanlib went crazy. Still old Sun Cult. I'm... Oh, I missed that. Jimrid Kurt went crazy and conquered everything, and then the Skalhildic showed up and conquered everything. I feel like there's some sort of irony, or something, in the fact that, you know, one of the whole thing with the Skalhildic faith is that they sing to keep the ice dragon asleep, and then they invade a place that's been taken over by evil ice people, although I suspect, yeah, they didn't actually become evil ice people, they're just morally dubious ice people. Sestermark, SCP Boys, Indralion, Indralion. Yes, they do not have a mission tree yet. I believe they had one in development. Not sure how far along that is. Ryaz. Give you a little sneak peek on the Ryaz mission tree. Unlocalized. Which is why I have which why I didn't play them and I played Asarta instead. Because I tried I try to wait until mission trees are more worked out to play them. Other than that, nothing really too crazy. Tartakar getting PU'd though is pretty wacky. Uh, Sirenvar, Salalan, Vorn March sticking around. Vorn March wins a lot more often now, so that's not as unusual as it once was. Loren, uh, number 3, great power, but they're number 3 great power that gets consistently dunked on by me. And also, let's do another fun map mode. That will be the last thing we do. Where is it? Development. Yes. Crazy development, 80 development in the capital, which is a lot of the concentrate. But, you know, even overall, looks pretty good besides the border provinces here, which are kind of the middle of nowhere. Fjord trolls sticking around. Culturally, anything interesting happening? Not in the slightest. I mean, I guess there's more halflings than usual, but the Tariks are here. Oh. The Mossmouth orcs actually still exist. Yep, nothing else too interesting. Alrighty, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good day.